Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Michael Goodkind, and usually for the most part I do sports videos, but today I'm kind of feeling called by the Creator, by God, by whatever that might be to you, but to me, God, I'm being called by God to make this video regarding loss. And I'm here to tell you that if you stumbled upon this video, it's not by accident, especially because I have 94 subscribers at the time of me making it. And you might be going through something right now that's particularly challenging in life. Something might have been taken away from you. A couple weeks ago, I had something taken away from me. Something that actually meant something to me. Something that I really thought I wanted. And I got an unfortunate call. I don't want to get into any detail, but in the moment, it was particularly hard to deal with that news and to deal with that circumstance. And it was tough to process, and I lost some sleep, but I really felt in that moment like it was my one-on-one with God to push through this unfortunate and hard circumstance where financially it was going to be harder for me. And there may be something for you where you've lost something, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something within your family, whether it's, again, a job or a loved one, I don't know. But if you have lost something and you're asking God why, sit in that for a second. And I challenge you to sit in that asking why and that discomfort. Anytime for me, I've had something taken away, I do know for a fact it's always worked out better in my favor. Ironically. And I think one story I always think back to was I was in a relationship and I was telling God, I was telling the universe, whatever that might be to you, but for me, God, like I said, I was telling God, I really want this to be it. I really want this person to be it. Please make this be it. Please make this be it. And I was so stuck on the idea of making that relationship be it. That was my person. This was it. It had to be it. There was no other option, right? Like this was the path I needed to go on. I didn't see it at the time. They say rose-colored goggles. I think I had rose-colored goggles on, and I know I had rose-colored goggles on. And I basically went to go visit this person and her entire family. And when I came back to my life, she broke my heart, just like out of nowhere. But in that particular moment, I felt God speaking out to me, saying, go, walk away. This is too, and then for me, like this was so ironic, right? For this to happen at that time, right after I left her house, I met her whole family, and I listened to God. I didn't fight it. I listened. And 2 months later, I found the job of my dreams, the job I'd been looking for years, landed in my lap. And it turned out to be the best thing in my life that's ever happened to me up to this point. I've lived 29 years. I'm going on 30. But it turned out to be the best thing that's ever happened to me. And this is biblical. Like anytime anyone in the Bible has lost something, when you look at Job, Job loses his children, servants, his livestock, and his health. And he ends up getting tenfold from God, and his relationship with God is deepened. So if you are going through something right now where you have lost something, or like I said, something's been taken away and it's unfortunate, just know in this time of waiting to sit with that waiting, to sit with that discomfort, because something greater and so great and so incredible is coming your way. But it doesn't come in that moment when you're asking when. You can't ask when. It's just going to flow to you. Just like it'll flow to me on God's timing. And you have to trust in God's timing. Again, for hundreds of thousands of years, you didn't exist. Now you do. He's pretty good. He knows what he's doing, right? So you have to trust in this moment. Although it's uncomfortable, although it's challenging, there is something so great that you can't particularly see right now that's on the horizon. It's coming. But when you cling to it and you ask and you want, and you're so attached to that outcome and it coming to you, it tends to prolong the process. God likes to give to those who wait. So when you wait and you wait patiently, whatever may come is going to come faster. And again, it's on his timing and not yours. Like I said, I really wanted that relationship to work, and God said, no, I have something better. And as challenging as that was during those months of despair and sadness and depression, he brought something so much greater. And he brought great, incredible people into my life to follow, which I'll get into in later videos. But you look at the story of Joseph, very similar to Job. He loses his status, his homeland. He's sold into slavery by his brothers, and he loses his freedom, and he's unjustly imprisoned. And what happens? God uses those unfortunate or those misfortunes and what was taken away. And what happens? He becomes the second most powerful man in all of Egypt. Genesis 41:40. And from this position, Joseph, he saves his own family, his former betrayers, and countless people from famine. And then there's a quote, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is being done, the saving of many lives." Genesis 50:20. So if, again, right now you're in the storm, just like I have kind of been in a storm myself, know that this storm is temporary. This too shall pass. And again, God delivers in tenfold. Anytime you're going through hurt, whatever that may be, something so much greater than that hurt is going to come into your life. And again, it's not in the waiting. It's in that patience time, in that time of you just saying, God, and you surrender, you submit yourself to the Lord, you submit yourself to God. That is when justice and fortune and that tenfold, hundredfold, whatever you want to call it, is delivered to you in ways that you never could have imagined. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of sports videos, dipping into some spirituality, testing this out and seeing how viewership likes it. And I hope you guys did like this, because this was very out of my realm of what I talk about on video, but today we're trying something new. So I appreciate it for now. I love everybody who exists on planet Earth. I tried to, at least. And Michael Goodkind saying, be good, be kind. Goodkind out. We will see you in the next one soon.